to take you through what is phonetics, consonant sounds, and vowel sounds. So before I go on, I want you to take a look at the words that I have listed. So first, let's go to the first column. I have listed 4 words. Could you tell me how would you pronounce the first word? Okay, the second word, the third word, and the fourth word. Okay, so if you take a look at these 4 words, there is one similarity. What is the similarity? Could you guess? You're correct. All these 4 words end with the same word ending, that is O-U-G-H. However, when you take a look at the pronunciation, these 4 words have a difference in pronunciation. Can you tell me why? Right. Let's keep that aside. Let's go to the next list of words. So I have 6 words in front of you. Let's look at the first word. How do you pronounce that word? Okay. Second one. Okay. Third one. Okay. Fourth one. The fifth one. And the 6th one. Okay. So let me do it for you. So let's go to the first one. It's pronounced cough. The second one is pronounced dough. The third one is pronounced plow. The fourth one is pronounced bow. Let's go to the next list. If we take a look at this list, the letter A takes a different sound in all the 6 words. The first one is pronounced as a tent. The second one is pronounced as puck. The third one is pronounced as wash. The fourth one is pronounced as awful. The fifth one is pronounced as agent. The 6th one is pronounced as any. So have you ever wondered why exactly there is a difference in pronunciation even though the same letter A was used? Here's the answer. English is a non-phonetic language, which means the written English is different from spoken English. If I ask you how many letters are there in the English alphabet, what would you say? You're correct. There are 26 letters. And if I ask you how many alphabets are there in the English language, what would you say? If you had said 26, you're wrong. Well, alphabet is a group of letters, so which means you have only one alphabet in the English language. And this alphabet consists of 26 letters. Next, sounds. There are more than 44 sounds used in the English language. So if you take a look at it, there are 26 letters and 44 sounds. So that is the reason why one letter sometimes takes 2 to 3 sounds. So that is the reason why when it comes to pronunciation in English, you don't go by the spelling of it. So it's very important when you learn the spoken English for you to learn the sounds of English. And before I take you through the sounds of English, let me take you through the parts of the mouth, because you need to know what part and the names of it so that it'll be easier for you to pronounce the sounds. It's not something new. This is something that you already know. But just that this time, you're just going to actually feel your mouth parts and use them for pronunciation. Well, the most important part of the mouth is your lips. That is the first part that has been displayed. The second one, teeth. And behind your teeth, you would find a ridge, a slanting ridge. That is called the alveolar ridge. And when you go backwards, that is the roof of your mouth, you would find a hard roof. This is called the hard palate. When you go further down, you would find it's softer, and that is called the soft palate. And when you go further down, you would find the uvula. Next is your tongue, which you know for sure what it is. And when you go further back, that is this part of your mouth, it's called the vocal cords. Like I have mentioned before, when I took you through the voice clarity exercise, vocal cords are the most important part of the mouth because that's where the sound comes. Now that we are familiar with the parts of the mouth, I'm going to take you through what are phonetics and what are phonemes. You might have come across this word many times. So let me ask you, what do you mean by phonetics? Okay, phonetics is a study of speech sounds. It focuses on how to produce a sound and combining sounds and also the representation of sounds. Well, I know for sure everybody must have read the dictionary at least once in your lifetime or referred to dictionary many times in your life. Have you ever wondered what those symbols were? You could either find it on the first page or on the last page. Yes, you're correct. And these are phonetics. Like I have mentioned before, we have more than 44 sounds and we have less number of letters, which is 26. So it's very difficult to denote these letters to the sounds. So that's why we have phonetics. These are symbols that represent the sounds. So I'm going to take you through phonetics in this session. And what do you mean by phonemes? Phonemes are basic sound unit of speech. Any basic or any unit of sound is called phoneme. These are further classified as vowel sounds and consonant sounds. First, I will take you through consonant sounds. Could you guess how many consonant letters are there in the English language? You're correct, there are 21 letters. Now, if I may ask you, how many consonant sounds are there? Okay, there are 24 consonant sounds in the English language. Now that I've told you how many consonant sounds are there, could you tell me what is exactly a consonant sound? Consonant sounds are phonemes with interruption of air. That is, you produce the sound, that is, the air comes from here, and there is some interruption here, and the result that comes out is a consonant sound. These sounds are further classified as voiced and unvoiced sounds. So let's take a look at what are voiced sounds. And before I take you through voiced sounds, let me do a little recap of what I took you through voice clarity exercise. Well, when I took you through the voice clarity exercise, I have mentioned that you need to practice breathing through mouth. When I had mentioned that earlier, I know you might have had a lot of questions. How is it going to help me now? Now is the time when you would know how it's going to help you. Voiced sounds. Right. And for voiced and for unvoiced sounds, you have to breathe through your mouth. Now don't worry about it. I'm going to teach you how to use it. So first let me tell you what is the meaning of a voiced sound. To produce any sound, you need air. So the first, when the air passes by the vocal cords and there is a vibration here, then there is an interruption because it's a consonant sound. The result is a voiced sound. And for this voiced sound, you can feel the vibration by putting your fingers on your throat. Let's take, for example, the sound G. When you pronounce the sound G, you would feel a vibration here. Like I mentioned, the air passes, there is some interruption, and then G comes out. So you would definitely feel the vibration. And if you feel the vibration, it's called a voiced sound. Unvoiced sounds. It is pronounced the same way as how we pronounce a voice sound. It's like how air passes by the vocal cords, and here the only difference is you would not vibrate them. So here's where the practice of breathing through your mouth helps a lot. And when you touch your throat, you would not feel any vibration. And if you feel the vibration, which means you're pronouncing it incorrectly. So let me give you an example. K. So when you say k, you would not feel any vibration. If you notice, the air comes out. So here's where you would actually breathe through your mouth. Like I've mentioned before, phonetics are also representation of sounds. So in this course, I'm going to teach you the phonetic symbols because that would help you to understand the pronunciation even better. In the future, if you want to know the pronunciation of any particular word, all you have to do is just look at the pronunciation key, that is the phonetic symbol, the transcription, and you would be able to understand the sound. All the consonant sounds have been represented with 2 slashes. That is, the sound would be placed between 2 forward slashes. That is very important for phonetic transcription.